Hi. So, I watched Netflix Warrior Nun last night. Well, binged watched it because that shit was fire, okay? For a couple different reasons. First off, you don't typically see women empowerment. Okay, let's just women empowerment shows that they're becoming more, but there's still like a twisted vein of somebody else to save me from this situation. I absolutely enjoyed Warrior Nuns. It's kind of like one of those uh I have this ultimate power that I didn't ask for. Um I just want to do me, but then as you go through it with this main character, um you are like, no, bro. Like at first you're in support of her. You're like, yeah, yeah. You live, you didn't really live, you should live. But then you start to see what's really happening. And you're like, ooh, well, so here's the thing. In order for you to live, you got to get with the plan. Um, really, for me, I really enjoyed the look into the crusade, because that's kind of like the era time that is coming from, the training that this woman sect was created during. I'm trying to like tell you about it without making sure I'm not spoiling it. So there's this main character. She wakes up and she suddenly is alive. Let's just start there. That's just craziness already. But let me just think about what is the primary thing I want to say to you without giving up the story. One second. Okay, giving it some thought. So, so basically the story is kind of like coming into yourself, right? It's from the perspective of an atheist in, a field where it doesn't matter if you believe or not. Demons are demons, and God fucks with you even if you don't fuck with him. Like that's just how that works. Or doesn't fuck with you, but he's there, okay, or whatever. Anyway, so in this world, right? She's like, kind of like finding her way through it. And another thing I really enjoy about it is, yeah, it would fall in the category of a religious movie, as I personally, with my own beliefs, saw some things in there where I was like, okay, yeah, I could see the truth in that. Um, but it is solidly in the sci-fi fantasy field due to the fact that it's really bringing these god devil concepts into, well, their version of reality, their current version cell phone having reality, right? And so really for me, I enjoyed how Netflix played with that line, like, or how the creators of that show kind of like brought you both sides, but from the viewpoint of an atheist, of someone who doesn't believe, who hasn't been told their whole life, this is true, this is reality, this is what it is. Someone who hasn't gotten there their whole life is like, I don't believe in that shit, and everybody is like, it doesn't fucking matter what you believe in. Because that motherfucker is still coming through that weird random portal, and he's still trying to eat your face off. Well, actually, he's trying to take back from you what he is drawn to, what all the demons are drawn to, which is power, right? Pure power on an earthly plane. In the movie world, but it doesn't come from people. It comes from things that visit us and get stuck. Anyway, that shit went crazy, okay? I'm waiting for the next season. It was always something happening, okay? Well, how many episodes? was it 8, 10? I don't know. I watched them straight through. It was really, really good. And it was kind of like an adventure. But not like breakneck speed where like some good adventure movies you're like, oh, I'm winded. Why you winded? You sat in one spot. Well, it was a good adventure. um and so I just think that with Warrior Nun, they did really good because it also got to a point where she was like, okay, it's a bunch of people telling me what I should do, who I should be, how I should live, what I should accomplish and achieve. And once you meet this main character, you're going to be like, yeah, fuck that shit. And that's how she was. She was like that. My favorite. That sounds like a, how you say, personal problem. That sounds like something you want. you, I'm living my own life. Look, I was just trying to walk, bro. That's all I care about is walking and all the things that accompany walking, which is living. And she really does want to live, and her desire to cling to life is, well, applaud worthy. I'm trying to live like that, you know. Um, it was just a very uplifting show. It was action packed. Was it gory? Because traditionally I like sci-fi and horror. And it had enough spooky factor that got me to watch it. And I enjoyed it. I honestly really enjoyed it. And I think that fans of like sci-fi, alternate reality, and not so much alternate reality. I don't know. I think you might enjoy it. I think that I liked The Warrior Nun. I liked that it was wrong. Some of it was in Italian, some of it was in Spanish, most of it was in English. It was great. Like, it was well made. I mean, I should watch it again. I wasn't looking at that. I was so busy in the story, like, what? What the fuck? Oh, 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 oh. Anywho, so yeah. Anyways, bye.